Episode 2 of Lucky begins with a brief flashback, where we see Lucky and Carrie access one of the units of a storage facility and find boxes filled with cash. They then move the cash from the boxes to their suitcases. Now back in the present, Lucky walks through the Nevada desert, struggling with the heat. She sees a house nearby and walks toward it. Now in jail, John gets a visit from Priscilla. She tells him that Lucky needs to bring her the money so that Priscilla can smooth things over with Wayne, or else he will kill both of their kids. Now back to Lucky, she approaches a house and finds two girls playing in the yard. When a snake approaches, Lucky kills it. Now the girls' grandmother is a woman called Sylvia, who points a rifle at Lucky and asks her who she is. And Lucky says she was in a car accident but doesn't have insurance to call an ambulance, so Sylvia decides to help her. Elsewhere, Agent Rand and her people find the car crash that Lucky left behind. Rand says that Lucky was out of the mob and wonders why she got back in. And the assistant director, named Peter, then arrives and tells Rand off for not looping him in. Rand tells Peter that she thinks John stole from Priscilla and built a nest egg. And since Priscilla just got out of prison, John wanted to move the money and asked Lucky to do so. Rand believes it all leads back to a man named Wayne Whitaker. Peter decides to let Rand go ahead, but warns her about making a vendetta out of catching Priscilla. Now in the house, Sylvia helps patch up Lucky's wounds. Lucky introduces herself as Rachel and spins a lie about her husband pushing her out of the car, playing up the act of a victim of abuse. She also says her husband is a cop and may have his friends looking for her. Sylvia agrees to help her hide and offers a fresh change of clothes. And meanwhile, Priscilla visits the car company Carrie rented his car from and bribes an employee to check the GPS tracker on the vehicle. The man tells her the car is at a mall in Long Beach and has been there for a day. She tells this to Dutch, who is currently out looking for Lucky. Now Priscilla heads to Long Beach and finds the abandoned car, and inside she finds a tissue with an address written on it. And while having dinner with the family, Lucky receives a call from her father but isn't able to pick it up. Sylvia assumes it's the abusive husband and tells her not to take the call. Priscilla visits the address on the tissue and meets a man named Noah. He claims not to know Carrie, but Priscilla shoots him in the foot and has one of her people put him in her car. And meanwhile, Dutch sees Sylvia's house on a satellite map and heads in that direction. At the same time, Agent Rand spots the house through her binoculars as well. Priscilla goes to Wayne Whitaker's lavish house and says she needs more time to get the money back. Wayne blames her for letting John take advantage of her, but Priscilla retorts that she had asked Wayne to slow down the money laundering since it was too fast to keep track of. However, he rests the blame entirely on her, going so far as to choke the girl with his hands till she's out of breath. He orders her to find the money and doesn't guarantee anything about letting Carrie live. Now at the house, Lucky tells Sylvia that she should get going, but that's when Agent Rand shows up. Sylvia tries to lie, but Rand sees through it and warns Sylvia about how dangerous Lucky actually is. Sylvia believes it, and Lucky realises she's in trouble. She promises the little girls that she will be back and leaves the room. However, she also steals some cash from Sylvia's purse before she goes and escapes through the window. Sylvia realises Lucky has stolen her car keys when she hugged her, and Lucky drives away with a smile on her face. Now flashback shows John and Lucky in a car on the run, with little Lucky fingering a bundle of cash. John tells her that every person has a rhythm, and if you learn it, you can make them dance. Back in the present, Lucky's car crosses Dutch's. Since he's listening to the police radio, he realises the car is stolen and follows. When Lucky stops for fuel, Dutch catches up and confronts her. He tells her about Carrie being in Long Beach and advises her to get on the right side to save her own life. She responds by using her lighter and some spilled fuel to set a fire to distract him. She hides from him until he gives up and goes back inside the store. In the meantime, she gets in the back of his truck and hides there until Dutch gets back in and drives away. So episode 2 slows things down as Lucky hides out with a nice family out in the desert. While Sylvia comes across as a heartwarming character, there isn't much that's all that interesting about this segment. Lucky and Sylvia spend a lot of time discussing her abusive husband and whether he really loves her or not. The writing seems to be trying to use this to create parallels with Lucky's real situation involving Carrie's betrayal, but it doesn't quite hit the nail on the head. As a result, a lot of these conversations feel meandering and boring. On the other hand, Priscilla's search adds a few more players to the scene, including the big bad Wayne Whitaker. His introduction adds another level of danger to the story as someone who can even make Priscilla cower. As for Agent Rand, she continues to be a compelling character who pushes Lucky's chase forward. And the episode also tries to add more to Lucky's character through a few other details, specifically for her interactions with the little girls and the flashbacks featuring her father and Carrie. While it's nice to see the more emotional parts of her, it is a bit too cruel to watch her promise the girls that she'll return when she obviously won't. Ultimately, it's the chase that's gripping people here, and watching Lucky get out of sticky situations remains the charm of the show. Seeing how she steals Sylvia's keys and sets Dutch on fire is definitely more fun than watching her interactions with the family. Hopefully we get more of that in the episodes ahead. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.